Hello and welcome to episode 23 of the Universally Epic Podcast, your go-to Universal Orlando trip planning podcast. I'm Jim Klein, along with Taylor Franklin. We are your hosts and travel agents for all things Universal. On today's show, we have a ton of news to go over, including Vegas, the UK, Epic Universe annual pass tickets and military tickets, Epic soft opening tickets, and if you can believe it, even more. So let's get started. How you doing, Taylor?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Ready
so
to talk about all of this information.
it was like information overload. Last week on the show, we both had gotten like a little update from Al, which is our like sales manager from Universal, and
Shout out to Al. You're
yeah,
great. Thank you.
yeah, he put okay. So I joined the call after we finished recording last week, and man, did he have this was probably one of the best sales Zoom call I have ever been on with the travel agency. He went
Yeah.
over so much stuff in an hour that like it blew me away. He even talked to us about like how they're using AI to like market and stuff like that. And it was amazing. It was a great phone call. It really was. And so like
Really sad I missed it. I told you a little bit about what's been going on the past week,
yeah,
and that happened.
yeah,
That
like,
started like 30 minutes after we ended
oh
the
my God.
recording.
Yeah, and I feel like everything happened 30 minutes after we got done recording. Like, so all of a sudden, everything that we talked on last episode, episode 22, basically was answered 30 minutes after we
Yeah.
stopped recording. Annual passes, Epic Universe soft opening, Grand Helios opening, like soft opening for Epic. Like, it was one thing after another, and I'm like, should I just text her and we should just like re-record or record tomorrow, like this episode, like because this is what we're gonna talk about. Like this is so
Yeah.
crazy. It just it was insane.
I
It
was
was
getting notifications all day long. I was getting it from like our travel agency workplace, which that place is great also.
yeah
But I was getting it from like the workplace. I was getting it from just various Twitter accounts and things like that that I subscribe to, and people that are just talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. And not to mention, on top of all of that, the media previews for
yeah
Epic Universe. So I was getting videos, all day long, and I
yeah
was
it
like,
was
oh
crazy.
no.
It, it was I was like, man, we missed it by like an hour, like
An
really,
hour.
but like,
Yeah.
that phone call was very beneficial, so which
Mhm.
was nice. So we're gonna get into a little bit of that. I'll say what I can say, I guess. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
things, some things aren't, you know,
Yeah.
uh, allowed to be put out there. But so the first thing I wanted to mention was the horrors unleashed out in Vegas. We did learn from that call that we will be able to sell those as travel
Oh,
agents. Yes. So
okay.
like that's kind of cool because like what people may not know, like we run like a Universal podcast, right? But we also sell Disney. We also sell like hotel rooms. We also sell like cruises. You know, like we do a lot of more than just Disney and Universal. Um, but this is nice because then you could put this into a package with like a Vegas hotel, and then
Yeah.
we also have like I always call it Viator, but like I know it's not Viator. What is that called? Viator. If you search a city, right, it'll pick up like all these local tours and stuff. So
Oh,
I see you looking at me. We're gonna talk offline. You got to set this up. It's just a clickable link, and people could go. You could send this link to people, and they could buy like tours of Vegas, like, or they could do like museums or walking tours or anything like that, and you get a commission. It's great. I
oh,
had one of
okay.
my buddies went to New York City and he took a helicopter ride, and he did it through my bookable link. It was great.
Huh. Okay.
I would recommend that now. I don't know if you saw that. That was crazy. This is way off topic, but there was a helicopter that crashed into the Hudson.
Yeah.
It was there's so many helicopters that take off along the coast, like the riverbank there.
Mhm.
That is the scariest thing in the world. And I never, ever wanted to do a helicopter tour around New York City. Like,
Oh no.
that's just not my thing.
No.
Like I'm in for thrills, but I'd rather be strapped down on a roller coaster. You know what I mean?
God.
I have a feeling that could
That's
be a
what
lot.
I like to call a controlled thrill. where I know that I am completely safe. I'm safe.
Yeah,
I'm as safe
exactly.
as I can be.
Yeah, yeah,
And there's
yeah,
still a little bit of danger because it's a roller coaster and like bad things could happen, but not normally.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so that was one thing that we could kind of put together a package for somebody that's looking to go to Vegas and go to the horror zone.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
it's really cool. It's like it's a nice little thing that they're doing for us because they didn't have to do that. This is a like it's basically single day ticket that we're selling. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So it was kind of cool that we're able to offer that to our guests. Um, so I'll just run through like kind of in order. He started talking about Epic Universe. He actually went to Epic Universe, did the whole tour and
Good.
everything. Yeah. And he didn't get to everything, but he got to a lot of things.
Hmm.
Now, one thing he did mention that it was kind of cool was the Ministry of Magic, right?
Hmm.
He said super immersive, like crazy. But he said the biggest thing that shocked him was how huge the buildings were. Okay.
Yeah.
So listen to this tidbit here. He said, let me make sure. I was taking notes as he was like, right. So he said that the smallest building at the Ministry of Magic in Epic Universe is taller than any other building on property in the parks.
Wow.
So that's the scale that we're talking about. So, like, you see it in the photos and stuff, but you don't really, I guess, fully understand it until it's put into
Yeah.
that type of term. So now I just want to go even more, right? Like, it's like that just seems like and he said when you walk into Ministry of Magic, it feels as though you're just engulfed in the land. Like
That's so
we talked
cool.
about like sight lines last week, right? And how ridiculous that was. Well, he said you can't see anything. You cannot see a thing when you're in that land. Like you're just engulfed, which is great
Good.
because it's kind of similar to like the other lands, but
Okay.
not really Hogsmeade, but like Diagon Alley, I feel you don't see any of the other parts of the park. Hogsmeade, yeah, you see Velocicoaster. Like you could literally like almost touch Velocicoaster from right.
Just reach
So,
out.
yeah. So, but yeah, um, yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Um, oh, here's another one that kind of got me excited, which is kind of silly to get excited about,
Hmm.
but the family swap rooms. All right, like the rider swap rooms. He said that
Yes.
in Epic Universe, they kind of like went above and beyond.
Oh,
So not only is it like they still have those family swap rooms, which I love, and not just to like not if you have little kids, like you could literally do it with anybody, and
hmm.
as long that keeps your party together. We've talked about this in the past that this is one thing that Universal does so much better than Disney. It's not even close,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So they're adding like changing tables in there. They're adding bathrooms attached to the family rider swap area, which
Oh.
is really nice. They have,
Yeah.
and they also have, they have the TVs like they usually do, and then they also have water bottle refill stations inside the rooms.
Okay.
It's just it gets you a little excited because I've said in the past we are getting new followers here. We're getting a lot more followers if you've
We
noticed.
are.
It's great. It's really starting to pick up. So what I do for Rider Swap, or what my family does for Rider Swap, my son is a little like worried about if he can handle a ride. I'm going to go
Mhm.
through this real quick, but so what we do is we walk up as a family, we get to the front, we say, "Oh, we'd like to use Rider Swap." They put us in the room. It's a great room. My wife and my daughter go on first, and then when my wife gets off, she says, "Hey, I think you can handle this one." And he's like, "Oh, okay. I trust you, mom." And then we walk on.
Has that ever backfired? Like,
No,
has she ever been
no,
like,
no,
"Oh,
no,
you can
nope,
handle
nope.
this"?
No, see, it would backfire if I went first. So if I went,
Has
so
it
if
ever
I went first,
backfired on you then?
I never went first. I don't go
Oh,
first because I don't. I would lie to him just to get him on the ride because I want him to experience it.
it's
So
terrible.
I know I'm a bad person sometimes. Um, like he knows he could trust my wife. I don't
Hmm.
know if he knows like he trusts me that much. So, um, but yeah, that's what we do. That's how we use it, and it works, and it's great. And you literally walk right on. There's zero wait after the other person gets
Yeah.
off. So it's a great time. Um,
Rider swap is so beneficial. We talked about this before, so I won't go too far into it, but rider swap is so beneficial, and Universal does it. They knock it out of the park every time. Every single time I've seen a rider swap room, it's been comfortable. It's been, a good place for you to wait, and it doesn't really feel like you're sitting, just in like a padded room until your friends get off the ride.
yeah, exactly. Yep. And like we mentioned on another past episode,
Mhm.
Disney does not do the same thing. It's a whole process, and it's almost not worth doing, to be honest. Like it
Yeah,
is,
you'd be better off just like, hey, sit on the bench
yeah,
outside.
you're waiting literally outside,
Yeah.
and so it's as if you're just waiting twice. So,
Mhm.
um, and then when you do get on, you go in the lightning lane, and sometimes that has a 10, 15 minute, 20-minute wait. So
Yeah.
you don't know. So which that's the one thing. If anybody said the best thing that Universal does over Disney, it's the rider swap
Yeah.
rooms. It is just night and day. Oh, I saw a video. This is not on my list, but at Epic Universe, the lockers going onto the rides. Number one, we know it's like the facial recognition lockers now, but the size of the lockers are like you could put a small backpack in.
Finally.
Finally, right? So that got me really excited because, like, my daughter, she has like a Harry Potter lounge fly, and it's like, no, you can't bring it into the park because I don't want to pay $3 every time we have to go on a ride. You know what I mean?
Yeah, or like smash it down to like fit it in the locker.
It's
Yeah.
frustrating. Okay, so let's get into tickets. So
Yeah.
annual pass holder tickets literally went on sale. No joke, maybe 10 minutes after. Right, I sent you like a text message, like what, 10
I
minutes
was
after we done
yeah.
recording. I was like, I went online and there they are. I'm like, oh man, we could have talked about this, but yeah. So it's for like what, 2 weeks,
Yeah, I
maybe
think so.
end of April to the beginning of May. Um, but that's okay. So AP holders were able to get tickets for that. Okay, great.
Mhm.
Another thing is military tickets. We are able to sell military tickets now to Epic Universe. We have a phone
Okay.
number. I will send you that phone number actually, so you have it too. If
Thank
anybody's
you.
military interested in buying Epic Universe tickets from us, email us universallyEpic at gmail.com, universallyepicpodcast at gmail.com, and we'll get in touch and we could like work on tickets for you. And so we have a phone number. I'm not going to put it out over the air because I'm not sure if that's something like, I think that might be more of like us as sales.
Yeah.
Um, so, but we have the phone number. We can get ticket information for you. So,
Yep.
something. Um, and then we also talked about soft opening, right? We were saying, hey,
Mhm.
soft opening has to come around sooner or later. That's starting literally the day after this comes out. So this is going to come out on April 16th, I believe, which is
Okay.
Wednesday. I think that's right. April
Think so.
17th. Guests staying at on-premise hotels, any Universal on-premise hotel, can go to the vacation planning's desks in the lobbies and ask if there's any available Epic Universe tickets available for that day or during their
Oh.
stay. Okay. So if you have guests going between now and May 22nd, well, April 17th, which is the Thursday after this comes out,
Mhm.
um, they can go. It is not guaranteed, though. We are
Okay.
not to like sell people on rooms saying, hey, you could buy tickets because it's not guaranteed. And what also
Right.
is not guaranteed is everything to be opened in Epic Universe.
It's soft
So,
opening. I mean, I think that there's a certain expectation that needs to be placed there.
yes.
Um,
However,
so
we understand that. But we have to understand that,
we
like,
understand
you,
that.
but to the normal person, they go into
Mhm.
Epic Universe and they're like, oh, this stinks. This is closed. That was closed. You know what I mean? So they are like very forward with this. That number one, tickets are not guaranteed. You can go
Mhm.
up to the desk. If there's no tickets available, you're not getting into Epic Universe. And so don't plan a trip around it, right? However, if you are staying there during this time, definitely go check out the vacation planning center in the lobby and
Yeah.
just ask, because if they are available, definitely I would recommend going, even if not everything's open, right?
Hmm.
So it would make more sense doing that. That being said, also starting April 16th or 17th, what was it, 17th? No, it was April 16th. The Helios Grand Hotel is opening early. So,
Oh.
yeah, so May 22nd is no longer the opening date for the Grand Helios or Helios Grand. I always, whatever it is, I'm going to keep saying Grand Helios, but I know it's Helios Grand. Um, they moved up the opening date from May 22nd to April 16th. So people can start
Oh,
checking in on
wow.
April 16th. So
Okay.
when this comes out, Grand Helios will be open. So
And
I,
we will be talking about it in the following
yes,
episode. So if you
of
guys want to
course,
hear that,
of
just
course.
come back.
So, which makes a whole lot of sense pairing it with the soft opening tickets,
Yeah.
right? So we have Grand Helios, Helios Grand, however you want to say it.
I've just been calling it the Helios.
Yeah. You know what?
I,
I'm gonna drop the Grand too, because
yeah.
I get so confused by doing it. So the Helios is opening next when this episode comes out, and you can then go to the front and ask, "Hey, is there any tickets available?" I'm gonna guess that people staying at the Helios is they're most likely gonna get in. Like
Yeah.
I'm not guaranteeing it. They're not guaranteeing it. However, you're
It would be
literally
weird if it
yeah.
didn't.
Like, oh, sorry, you can't walk out the back door, right?
Sorry, you can't walk 20
Yeah,
feet to the
yeah.
left.
Like, you're literally inside the theme park at this hotel, and you're gonna be like, nah, sorry. Like, I'm almost positive that if you're staying there,
Yeah.
you're most likely gonna be able to get in.
I would say probably Helios, the Stella Nova, and the Terra Luna probably have the higher chances of getting in.
I would think so too.
Um,
Priority probably is put on
yeah.
those. Yeah,
Yeah.
I would say so.
But
One
again,
thing
we are not saying that this is guaranteed. This is speculation.
exactly, exactly. Another thing. Let's talk about tickets, and we last week we had talked about um, like capacity, right? And
Mhm.
how long the lines are going to be, and so that's obviously a major major concern. What Al did say was that they're going to be operating under capacity when Epic Universe opens, which was so nice to hear. Yeah, it was so good. It was so nice because the last thing we want as travel agents is sending our guests down there and them having 3-hour waits on every single ride.
Yeah.
Right? It's the biggest fear ever because nobody's going to want to stay there and nobody's going to want to do it. So it was really nice to hear that that's their plan. And
Right.
I
Well,
would
and
imagine,
especially because they're only offering like single day tickets. Um I kind of expected that they would probably be operating at like 80% capacity, 70% capacity. Probably no less than
yeah, like,
percent but
yeah, yeah, of course. But it's nice to know that it's not just going to be like a full house and that's it. Like you're just
yeah.
wall to wall people. Like it's going to
Mhm.
be nice that you can be able to walk around a little bit.
Yeah,
Um,
definitely.
yeah. Um, okay, here's another thing. Darkmoor Monsters experience. That's the makeup like experience that they have there that turns you into like a werewolf or Frankenstein or whatever,
Hmm.
or they wrap you in toilet paper and call you the Invisible Man or whatever.
Uh-huh.
So here's the thing. So your tickets now are like linked to your face, right?
Oh yeah. I didn't
Okay.
even think about that. Okay.
So they're still currently working on software or like a procedure. It's not software, procedure to rescan your face and associate the new look to your ticket.
Oh my god, that's so funny.
Isn't that funny?
That's so
So
funny.
so after you go and you do this like makeup makeover, right? You look like a
Mhm.
monster walking out. You're gonna have to rescan your face and attach it to your ticket. Like, and I'm assuming that you'll just have two forms of facial
Yeah.
recognition on your ticket then, because like if you end up like coming back or going to another park the next day, like I'm sure that's how it all works. But
Yeah.
yeah, I thought it was very funny to hear.
That's
Um,
super funny. I'm glad that they're doing something for that though, because I didn't even think about the facial recognition thing being an issue. Mostly because it's so new. Um, I didn't think about it even being an issue for like the tickets and everything.
yeah,
But
I never even thought of it either, to be
yeah.
honest. Um, but here's one more thing about the makeup experience at Darkmoor.
Mhm.
So if you get this done, you are no longer able to drink any sort of alcohol. They will not serve
That
you
makes
any
sense.
alcohol,
Yeah.
and it makes 100% sense. What their reasoning is that your face does not match up with your IDs.
Yeah.
However, here's another thing. I'm sure they don't want any rowdy, drunk people.
In monster makeup.
Yeah,
Yeah.
monster
Yeah.
makeup. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it makes a whole lot of sense. But yes, you will not no longer be able to have an alcoholic beverage in Epic Universe with the makeup on.
Hmm.
That's it. So know that going into it.
Okay, listen. I understand the idea behind like wanting to drink at the parks, but it's Florida. It's hot.
Oh yeah.
Why are we drinking during the day?
No. Well, you could say that, and then you look at Epcot, and it's literally like all people do.
Epcot is a lawless land. You lose your inhibitions at Epcot.
It's insane. It's insane.
But even then, drink water. Please be
I know.
responsible.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. But they do have a lot of cool looking drinks at Epic Universe. So, like, that's another thing. It's like,
Sure.
and you don't have to be drinking a ton, but like,
That's true.
that was that meteor shower
Oh
drink.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Like, that looks cool. Like, I would love that. But I'm also most likely not going to get Frankenstein makeup on my face. Like, I'm not that type of person. Like,
Oh come on, Jim.
I'm
Do we
going
have to set a follower goal for that too?
to.
We'll get you a makeover if we get.
I don't even think there'd be enough followers. I would be so uncomfortable. And I have
Okay.
a habit of like, I do touch my face a lot. Like I do. Like it's
Oh
just like,
yeah, you would mess it up.
yeah, it would just be messed up. And I just look like, I go from like Frankenstein
You
to
look like
like,
La Llorona.
what is that? What
The
is that?
crying,
I
the
would think
crying woman.
no, I don't know who that is.
It's a ghost lady. It's not important, but it's a ghost lady who's crying all of the time.
What's the name of it? So what I was thinking is I would turn into, what's that in the Ghostbusters? What the hell is his name? The Green Goblin thing?
Oh.
What was his name?
Any other day, I probably could have
Oh
told you,
my
but right
god.
now, no
I really
idea.
want to look it up because I don't even know. This, someone in the chat is saying Slimer. I don't think that's right. Is that Slimer? No.
Slimer.
No.
Is
Is it Slimer?
it Slimer? I think he's right.
Look it up. Is it Slimer?
I'm pretty sure it's Slimer. That makes sense to me.
He said, Jimmy, please. He says he's always right. So yeah, there he is. Yeah, that's what I look like. With Frankenstein.
I have a bunch of very random. This is
so
a cup
funny.
topper. This is a cup topper from the movie theater. I have a lot of them. I also have the Stay Puft Marshmallow Man. He's behind me too.
Nice. All right. So that I think ends what we talked about on the phone call. We did talk about like I said, they're using like AI to market and all this stuff. Like, but that was more like salesy type stuff that we're
Yeah.
trying to just stuff that nobody really wants to hear on this podcast. So the
All
next
the boring number stuff.
the next huge announcement that came out was the Universally Epic Podcast is brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel, a Universal you preferred travel agency. If you're looking to plan your next Universal Orlando vacation, let's do it together. As certified Universal specialists, we can help guide you through the planning process with helpful tips and tricks along the way. The best part, all our travel planning services are free to you.
When you book your Universal Orlando vacation with us, you qualify for an exclusive booking bonus offer from the Magic for Less Travel, a $25 Universal gift card for all vacation packages over $2,500. Ready to start planning? Email the podcast at universallyepicpodcast@gmail.com and start planning your next epic Universal vacation today.
Universal announced that they're opening a park over in the UK in Bedford. So I sent you a message. Did you see that?
I did see it.
So these are just rumored. Let me see if I can bring it up here. These are rumored lands for this park. So Bedford, I had to look at. Obviously, I have no idea where anything is in the UK. So Bedford is an hour and a half drive from London, or a 2-hour train ride. So
Okay.
I'm thinking it's not really for people like outside of Great Britain. Like that's what I'm thinking. I don't know,
Yeah.
right? Like that's not. It's not like it's
What
like
a
15,
weird
20 minutes
place.
from. Yeah. So supposedly they bought this land back in December of 2023 is when they bought the land in Bedford, right? So I have this little stat that I found on their website. So they have this like public engagement time period where they like, interact with like the local people, organizations. They received over 6,000 responses during their engagement period. And the amount of people that expressed their support was 92%. So that is incredible, right?
Okay.
That's a lot of support. So it probably made it like a no-brainer, like, okay, let's move forward with this, right? So quickly, just go over what the rumored lands are going to be. It looked like when I looked at the picture, it looked like there's going to be like 3 roller coasters, maybe 2 major roller coasters, and like a third like kid roller coaster. It seemed like. So the 3 that, and I think this was just more based on the location. And it would be great if this is all the lands, but I'm not
Yeah,
sure
I
how.
saw one. I saw one of those lands, and I was like, okay, so this is, yep.
Right? Like, yeah. So they have a Back to the Future land, which would be great. Like, I think that would
That'd be
be
fun.
awesome. Yeah, that would be a lot of fun. Jurassic World, you get your gyro balls, right?
I hope so.
Right? Holly's laughing right now
Holly's laughing because
because
she
every time we
texted
see
me
gyro balls,
and she was like, gyrospheres. And I was like, gyro balls is funnier.
yeah, it is funnier. It is funnier. So guess what, Holly? It's our show. We're gonna call it gyro balls whenever we want. When are we
The
going on her?
gyro
I
balls.
thought we were going on her show.
We are soon.
Okay, all right, Holly, you
I don't
hear
know.
that?
She's going to text me and she's going to be like, well, I was waiting for you guys.
Yeah, come on, Holly, let's go. I want to be everywhere. All
Mr.
right, so
Worldwide over here. Okay.
sidetrack that. So Back to the Future, Jurassic World with the gyro balls. I almost said spheres. Say, um,
Gyro
there's a
balls.
Minions land, which I obviously like. They can't do anything wrong with the Minions, I think. And I honestly, it would be great if it was just a larger version of the one that's in Universal Studios.
Yeah, yeah. I think that it would be really interesting to see how they would do cuz like like at like USJ, Universal Japan, how they have like food that like Japanese food there, right?
Yeah,
So it'd be really interesting to see Minion Cafe but from Britain. I
yeah.
think that would be fun.
Have like haggis. You know,
Yay.
I don't think they would serve that. Well, they might. Oh, who knows? But anyway, um,
Yeah, the Minions are the one-eyed Twinkies. Just
yeah.
so you're
Don't respond to him anymore. Don't respond.
Oh, come on. He's asking us questions. I need to serve our fans.
He's not a fan. Trust me.
That's terrible. Terrible.
um. So then you have Lord of the Rings, which I think was just because of location.
Yeah.
I think that's like the one. Another one would be Adventures of Paddington, which I saw a guy on social media saying, and he was from Britain. Oh no, you know what? It was actually a guy who follows us, universally speaking,
Hmm.
and he was saying like that he would love this land. Now, honestly, never seen the movies. Never was big with me growing up. Like,
You've
so
never seen Paddington?
nah, nah. I just never had an interest in it. Like, to be honest with you.
Jim.
All right, do I
Jim.
have to watch it now?
Yes.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Is it streaming
100%.
somewhere? Probably. It's got to be streaming somewhere. Probably on
Listen,
Peacock that I don't have.
Paddington in Peru just came out, and it honestly, I didn't see it.
What are you
But I
talking
heard it was great.
about? Peru?
Paddington in Peru. He's
I've
a
never heard of
world
that.
traveler, Jim.
Was that Machu Picchu? Probably. Right. That's where Machu Picchu is, right?
I just know
Peru.
that there's a scene where he like a bunch of water goes down the stairs and he like floats down the stairs. That's all I know from the movie.
Yeah. No, I've never seen any of it. But like, this guy was loving that it was like even like speculated. So like that was kind of cool.
Yeah,
Um,
he's a little British bear.
yeah, so that makes sense, right? So this is
It's
literally just like, oh,
adorable.
let's just pick like three things that are like definitely British, right? Like this, and then
Yeah, no,
double.
I saw Paddington. I saw Paddington and I was like,
Yeah, yeah,
no.
fan service maybe, and then 007, like James Bond is another land. I don't know what they would actually do for that.
Exactly. I have no idea what they would actually do for that.
Maybe like a stunt show. Maybe they do a stunt show or something like that.
Yeah, sure, but like a whole land
Yeah,
for
maybe I
James
don't know.
Bond?
I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, so that's UK. Yeah, it's so crazy that it came out like right after.
I'm
So
excited about it. I think that the UK one will be really cool. Whatever they choose to do with it, I think it'll be really cool. Especially because, like, I mean, it's gonna be new. And I love the new stuff. I love the new
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, it's so here's I think this is what I kind of want to get into next. Is we obviously have seen a lot of videos and stuff on TikTok and everything. What have you seen over the last week on
Okay.
TikTok and social media that like was like, all right, I need to talk about this.
Actually, I do have something.
I know you do. It's everybody. You can't get away from it right now. Like there's so much out there.
Okay. I think that there needs to be a serious conversation that gets had with people and the way that they treat the actors. Um, because I am so scared for the hiccup actor. I am so scared for him.
What's going on? I don't think I've seen this
So
video.
everyone is like obsessed with him right now, which is really cool for him. It great. Hats off to the cast member that plays Hiccup or the cast members that play Hiccup. You guys are doing fantastic. Universal did an excellent job in casting because they look so good. Like they are Hiccup for sure. If I had to see a live action Hiccup, that's what he looks like. And I know that we're about to get the live action How to Train Your Dragon, but like, wow, they really knocked it out of the park. Great, amazing, and he's fantastic. His mannerisms are great and everything, and everything's really well done. The problem is that a lot of people on social media get obsessed with these actors, and what happens is we no longer get them in the parks because people are creepy or they're weird or they make the actors uncomfortable and stuff, and then nobody wants to play that actor, and then we never see Hiccup in the parks ever again. And that would be an absolute tragedy. We saw it happen with there was a Peter Pan actor like forever ago. There was Tally the Elf, I think,
Yep,
at Disney World.
yep. This happened this past Christmas season. Yep,
Yeah, where people were weird or people were mean or people were
yep.
like it was a lot, and I would like to believe that our Universal people are not like that, but the Universal people do cross over with the Disney people a lot,
Mm.
and I have a fear for the hiccup actors, and that's I think there needs to be a serious conversation to be had. Don't touch the scare, not scare actors. Whoops, that's a that's a reflex. Don't touch the cast members. They are doing a job. They are normal people, and you have no right to do that. Please don't touch them.
So what are they actually doing? Like what is it that like I honestly haven't seen anything, and I just Googled it and like a billion things just popped up. So like
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of weird.
Nothing yet. Nothing has happened to him yet. However, the videos and stuff, the content in the videos are like getting real weird. I've seen like 85 TikTok videos or like TikTok edits with the guy coming out and it's playing the Daddy's Home Usher song.
Oh my god. Oh
And
no.
that's incredibly uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
like that's I just want to remind everybody, even though I feel like I don't have to because we're all adults and we should know this, right? Right? Please be respectful to the actors. They are doing a job.
And it's a shame because like Epic has like a ton of live actors roaming around,
Mhm.
right?
And
And
that's
it's
and that's another thing that I really just don't want to lose is the live actors in general or the
yeah,
walk around characters in general. I don't want anything to happen to a point where we lose those things because that's what happens is when things like this catch on, the theme park
I
people
think
either
it's
deem it unsafe or it becomes, a hazard or we've got,
here's
people that are stalking members of the team.
well
I just
here's
don't
what
want that to be a
happens.
thing.
Here's what happens. When that stuff starts happening, they put them behind a queue line and they put them in a building, just
Yeah.
like Disney did.
Hmm.
Like Disney used to have characters walking around all the time in the parks when I was a
Hmm.
kid. You never waited online to see a character. Like you
Yeah.
just walked up to them, you took a picture, and you moved on.
Hmm.
And then craziness ensues, and they throw it in a queue line, and you're waiting over an hour to see somebody. And like
Right.
nobody wants that. Like don't do that. Like don't like it's so annoying. And like you
Yeah.
have this opportunity to just watch this guy perform his
Hmm.
little like 5 minute skit like on the side and like just enjoy it for what it is. Like
Yeah.
and you don't have to get a picture with every single person. Just
Hmm.
enjoy them like acting and moving on, right? And that's the whole beauty of Universal Studios over there. We talked about it all the time. Like I love the Blues Brothers show. They just
Yeah.
show up randomly, sing a couple songs, and then they bounce.
Then they'll
They just
go.
yeah, and I love it, and I think it's great. It adds so much more atmosphere to the park,
Hmm.
and so you don't want to run into that like problem of people just being over like entitled to like everything.
Yeah.
Okay, just it is what it is. This guy's
Hmm.
just out there. Like, just leave him alone, please.
Just let him do his thing. He honestly, some of these cast members, this is probably their dream job. They get to play Hiccup all day.
Yeah,
Let them
exactly.
continue to do that. Please let them continue to
Yeah,
do that. And that is my beg, that is my plead from me to all of the Universal people. Please stop being weird about the Hiccup actor. It's uncomfortable
yeah,
for everyone involved.
exactly. Um, so my thing that I saw,
Mhm.
obviously food related, that we never went over.
Uh-huh.
Okay, have you seen these bread cones
I have.
in Isle of Burke? They
Hmm.
look amazing.
The mac and cheese one?
Yeah, there's mac and cheese. There's like ones with like mac and cheese and pulled pork, and like it looks so good,
It
so
does.
good. Oh my god, I can't wait to eat one of those. And they look beefy too. That thing is
They
huge.
look
It's like
massive.
a cozy cone right over in California there at Disney.
Yeah.
Like, so it's like similar to that.
Yeah.
But man, they look good. I did watch. So I follow this one person. Right down Main Street is her name, and
Okay.
she ranked to like her 5 foods that she liked in Epic
Hmm.
Universe. Guess what was number one?
What was number
The
one?
the pretzel with garlic. The
Listen.
dagger pretzel. I can't wait. I'm getting it. I'm getting
Oh,
it. Like
God,
that's the first for me.
it sounds so good.
Oh my god, it looks so good. So, yeah. So, I've seen everybody put their 2 cents in. So, here's another thing that I've seen on social media that we need to talk about.
Mm-hmm.
Will Universal be releasing any sort of Halloween Horror Nights information for Holly? Because she is dedicated to this bit, and I want it to pay off so bad for her. She is every day. What are we on? Like day 10 of like waiting for Halloween Horror.
Yep.
I love it. She's doing a great job. So that's unlocking Universal podcast. Like it is, she's it's the funniest thing ever. Every day she's just like patiently wait. It's a great little thing that she's doing. So
It. Yep. And we are officially. I can stop saying things when I hear speculation. We are officially in speculation season. The kickoff of the map that I talked about a couple of weeks ago is the, to me, in my mind, is the official start to speculation season. We still don't know much, but I'm really hoping that we're gonna get an announcement soon. That would make me really happy.
yeah, yeah. So hopefully that works out. Like
Mhm.
she's really trying hard. They're just not listening. So they need
She's
they
trying
need
to
to,
manifest it.
yeah. She's trying to. She is. She's trying to. So all right. So you have anything else that you saw or?
Yeah, on to positive things. That was just the one thing that I wanted to get out of the way. But on to positive things. I have been seeing so many good things about the rides and just like how incredible they are. Also, I saw some insane footage from nighttime at Epic Universe.
Oh
Oh
yes.
my god,
It looks
it's
incredible.
beautiful.
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
The
You are
work
so
they put
right.
into that park is stunning. And it's stunning in the daytime, it's stunning at night. And I could not be more excited to be able to experience all of that.
Yeah.
Um, and they're like, this is the nighttime theme park. And I could not agree more. The theme park is beautiful at night.
Yeah. Stardust Racers looks
Oh
insane.
my God.
It looks so good. Like all the portals look incredible. Like with the LED panels and like it
Yeah.
just and then the fountains, like the fountains are glowing and it
Yeah.
just looks like a picture I would love to see. I don't know if you've seen it, but from Helios out the windows at night would look
I
insane.
haven't seen it
I
yet.
haven't seen it yet either, but that's going to be some picture
Hmm.
because that park is just lit up perfectly.
It's
So
beautiful.
it's going to be really cool. Yeah.
Hmm.
The nighttime, I saw one guy go through at night and I was like, ooh, that looks even better. Like,
It's
because right now,
stunning.
what is this? Like, right now, like, Epic Universe doesn't have all the trees aren't fully grown and all everything else, like it hasn't really grown into
All the
itself.
sight lines.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So like during the day, yes, it does look like a little bit more bare than it will,
Yeah.
but like at night, it's like completely different park. It looks like a completely different park. It
Hmm.
looks awesome. It looks so good.
It's beautiful. I'm I couldn't be more excited. I'm so excited. But another thing that I did see, and I will be nice. I saw someone rank Stardust Racers over the Velocicoaster, and I'm mad about it.
No, we talked about this last week. Yeah, last week we talked about it. And here's the thing: it's not just one person.
I
It's a
know.
lot of people.
I
Like a
know.
lot of
Don't tell
people
me
are
that.
saying this. So like as I keep watching this, I'm like, are they telling the truth here? Like, is this like a real thing that like Stardust Racers is gonna be the best roller coaster that we've ever been on? I just don't I can't imagine it, but
I don't know.
the on ride videos look amazing. They look incredible.
Mhm.
I don't know. But you know what else I heard was Hiccup Wing Glider is one of the best roller coasters too. And it's like a great like and I know it's not the same like thrill level, but like it is insane how many people are placing this like way up there in the like the level of rides at Epic Universe.
Well, it's
Like you
funny
have
you
to
bring that up because you know what I heard? That the Donkey Kong roller coaster is the best roller coaster in the world. So I just everybody is so gung-ho, and obviously we're in media previews. That's what's happening right now. We are in media previews, at least for the next little bit, and it's entirely possible that they're hyping this park up. I don't think they are.
I don't think
I
so.
think that they are being honest.
Yeah, I think so too.
um Hats off to the Universal Creative and everybody else who made that park happen, because that park is stunning.
Yeah,
It is
it's
beautiful. It is a technological marvel, from what I understand.
it looks great. It's the rides are like above and beyond. Like there's no
Yeah.
like throwaway rides, right? Where it's just like, oh, we have to throw something here. Like even the carousel. Did you see the carousel?
The carousel is beautiful. I've never wanted to go on a carousel before, but now like I'm kind of considering it.
So the carousel is unique. They have double rider like
Mhm.
carousel pieces, which is just crazy. And then also, not only does like the outside like it goes around, right?
Mhm.
But then there's also ones that like spin within the circle.
Yeah.
So like that's cool too. Like they could have just thrown any random,
Mhm.
they could have just thrown like the Seuss carousel in, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, but they didn't, and it's really and the awning, like what the canopy that it's under has like
Yeah.
it looks just so good. It looks
Mhm.
it's just it they did such a good job.
Well,
They did
and
such
anybody who's been listening to us for a while, when we went over all of the epic rides and everything, and I mean, I talked about Celestial Park before I was a co-host, the early days. Um,
but
and I talked about Celestial Park, and I said it was going to happen. I said Celestial Park was going to be stunning.
yeah,
But I was like, a carousel,
yeah,
eh. But now I'm like, no, a carousel, yeah, put me on it. I want to be on the
exactly.
carousel.
It's so crazy. It's so crazy. They just did everything right. So yeah, it, the videos that are coming out are insane.
Hmm.
The hype train is here, right? They're
Yeah,
even going to like all like what 4 different cities.
I missed the Atlanta one, and I'm gonna cry about it.
I know. I was trying to see like I might take the train in like one night when it's in New York
Hmm.
and just
You
go in,
should.
check it out, and then come back home. Like I
Yeah,
might do that.
you should.
Yeah, that might be a good idea. Just to see what it's all about. It's at Rockefeller Center. Like that's kind of crazy. Like
Oh, is it really?
I think so. I think
Okay.
it's at Rockefeller Center, which
Oh,
is,
wow.
there's enough people there anyway. So
Sounds like a
I can
nightmare.
only imagine the craziness that
Hmm.
ensue there. So
We
all
did
right.
get a
Well,
serious question.
oh seriously. Oh, my
Epic
buddy.
Universe is one park. It is one ticket. Um, yeah, so that's it. There you go. There's the answer to your question.
All right.
Epic
Nice.
Universe is one park, and it is one ticket.
There we go. Do you see this other one? The Minions one-eyed Twinkies.
Yeah, that's what I already commented on it.
It's funny because last year, when my son turned 10, he wanted a Minion cake, right,
Hmm.
made up. And so I made a Minion cake for him, which I'll actually put in the video here on YouTube.
Okay.
And it came out so good. And what my wife did, she bought a bunch of Twinkies and she printed offline like these little eyeballs, like wraps that went around the Twinkies, so it looked like minions. So that's funny that he said
That's
that.
cute.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun.
We love minions here at Universally Epic Podcast.
Oh my god,
I
the minions cake was so cool. It looked
bet
so.
it was.
It came out so good. I have a picture of the minion cake and then a minion cake with the knife in its head. I'll put that up too. The year before that, I made
Ridiculous.
the Bluey cake for him, the Bluey duck cake.
Ooh.
So I don't know if you know that episode.
I do. I love Bluey.
Okay, so I had to make, or we made, me and my wife made it. She helps me out because she's the artist, and I know how
Oh,
to
okay.
cook and bake.
Hmm.
And so uh, the whole point of that whole episode on Bluey was like how hard it was to make that duck cake. So the whole time, my kids are like, "Yeah, isn't this the worst, Dad? Like, you can't, this is gonna be the hardest thing ever."
Oh,
So
that's
we
so
made
cute.
it. It looked great. It had like a popcorn hair. I'll find that photo too. I'll put it up.
Yeah, you gotta put it up on the screen now that you've talked about it.
Yeah, and then what I did is I went and got some brown M&Ms and put it behind it, so it looked like it was pooping.
Great.
Yep. All right, so let's wrap this up.
Yeah.
We can just keep talking about how great Epic Universe looks, but
How many times can we be like, it looks beautiful?
yeah. Oh, yeah,
Where our listeners are like,
I saw that, and then like, follow, and subscribe to the University Epic Podcast on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Please leave us a rating and review on Spotify and Apple Podcasts. Also, join the University Epic Podcast community group on Facebook. This episode has been brought to you by the Magic for Less Travel. If you have any Universal Orlando trip planning questions or are looking to book your next trip, email us at universityepicpodcast@gmail.com. And like always, have an epic week, everybody. Okay, Epic Universe annual pass. Oh my goodness! See, and now they're seeing.
yeah, that's a controlled thrill. That's what we hear at. I don't know what I'm gonna call myself today. Taylor. Good. I'm glad that'll probably end up in the blooper reel. That's what